Right now, I will show you a movie on my garden. As you think, I am the same girl, well, not think, I am the same girl who did my tropical fish. And right now, I'm going to show you a movie on plants. This is a tomato plant. Tomato plants are fruit. Some people mistake them as vegetables, but they are fruit. Cactus here. This is oregano. That's Mexican oregano. There is Greek and Mexican oregano. They are just slightly different. Slightly. This is my little chicken that I put in our garden. And this here is basil. Basil is a type of herb. Basil smells really nice, and if you wanted to, you could make perfume out of basil. It would be a really nice smell. Right here is lettuce. This garden is like our herb garden. Now right here is just a plant that we planted. And this is a plant that would be a good example. Now, on plants, on every plant, have stomatas on them. They are on the leaves of the plant. Stomatas are these little mouths that open all the time on the leaf. Those stomatas, they suck in the bad air and they release good air. And plants are producers. But the Venus flytrap and a couple of those plants are not. But plants like these are called decomposers. No, I'm sorry, not decomposers. These are called producers. The producers, which means they make their own food, which means they make their own food. They make it themselves. This is parsley here. It's kind of dead. We have a few little dead leaves, but most of it is really healthy. So like I said, producers, which means they make their own food. Most plants are producers. Well, in fact, pretty much all of them are producers. For example, when they produce their own food, the food is the minerals and water that come out of the ground and the sunlight. That is a producer. Producers are what make their own food. Now right there is mint, where I'm holding at. And here is chard. Now chard you can pretty much put in any soup. Well, mostly any soup. Right here is kale. You can definitely eat kale. And then here is one of these other plants that I was talking about. The same one over there. Right here are flowers. These flowers are doing pretty well. Now flowers need a ton of water. They are not like cactus. It is pretty hard to keep a flower going. I have planted many flowers and none of them has really worked. But these ones are really good. And here's another tomato plant. If you can see the flowers. Now this is an artichoke. It looks a lot like kale. It basically looks like a big kale except humongous. And these are some red flowers that we planted. Also, for like decoration. Here is more chard. We clipped some. It's kind of hard to see that they're kind of big, but when they do grow, chard are just one of those plants that can get really, really big. Now cactus, I think you already know this, but cactus do not need a lot of water. If you give them water once a week and leave them for like a year, they will be fine. Or maybe 2 years they'll be fine. More. Cactus can just live for a very long time. They are not like plants like mints or flowers or chard. They are not that type of plant. We also put little stick things in here to give decoration. And I'll show you our garden grand view. But this one thing is called a hollyhock. Hollyhocks are big plants that get pink flowers. Now their pollen on them is so thick that if you went to go take the pollen off, your finger would be covered in white, moon sandy pollen. Sorry, I didn't mean white, I meant yellow. Our flowers haven't blossomed yet, but these are the blossoms right here that are going to hatch. Thank you for watching.